Alright, let's see how we're progressing. Looks like we have our duel finally underway. Stouty versus Frank. Stouty representing the Shield Knight meta. Mr. Mickey Mouse himself fighting for Rat Boys. The Rat himself, per se. Against Frank, Huge Dab Weeb, who's using a very uncommon weapon for the comp scene. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my. The feints were real from Stouty. Frank quickly fell to Mickey Mouse. And Mickey Mouse laughed it off. So that's going to be the duel. So we'll go ahead and go to the pick ban screen real quick here.
There's going to be a hideout ban from VK.
Okay.
Or, yeah, followed by a hillside ban from RB. Dank Forest has been picked by VK.
Classic.
And Cove is getting picked by RB.
Cove! Now, Cove has been banned, like, every time.
Outpost ban. A Battlegrounds ban comes out, so
right.
Stones is going to make it into the lineup
My
along with
prediction
Dark
skills.
Forest and Cove.
I'll assign Cove the number 1, Dark Forest number 2, and Stones Hill the number 3.
Skillz blowing the dice for luck.
Cove 1, Dark Forest 2, Stones 3. I did mine myself. And we get a 1, which means we're going to Cove. Let's start out with the easy ones. King, that's easy. Floor, Frank, Midas, Tribble, and Keon. That's Team VK. Over on Team Rat Boys, we have members Stouty, Elf, Odissu, Headless, Kryptos, Das, and Marsh.
Dude, this is what I love about the EU scene. They ready up so fast.
Yeah, whoa, shit, we're in the game! Oh,
yeah, like seriously, they ready up like 8 times faster than.
Alright, so let's see how VK plays this. Let's see where they're off to. They're leaving. We're watching the Cove. Oh, I missed them. They went through the other hole. Firepot is going to connect on one of the knights. Yeah. The entirety of Rat Boys now coming out, including the Rat himself, Stouty. They have one flanking Vanguard is going to find himself in a 2v1. King gets a nice kill on Odissu. The Archer is dead. King gets another one with his Cudgel. The Archer doing work, and VK taking the initial edge in the team fight, but they just have the Rat to contend with. The Rat finally falls to a team kill. Headless goes down, and they're getting both of them at once.
That was a major team kill, because if he didn't team kill there, they could have taken that 2v2.
That's almost a complete wipeout. Like King again sniping Odissu, the enemy archer, struggling to do anything with just being sniped right off the bat by Big K over here. Keon rotates around to kill the Brandy, and the rest of RB coming in here, and that's TKs coming out from both sides. Headless, Mickey Mouse does get 1 kill before falling, but the cannon shots are only 2 away. We do have a short bow archer. First time I've seen a short bow archer in this tournament so far. However, he's dead. King again 3-0, killing Odissu real quick. Real impressive to say the least. They are going to get the right cannon firing again, meaning after this they have 1 cannon shot remaining. King just doing a really good archer. He's poking him, he's killing the enemy archer. What more do you need from one?
DK is coming back. They're trying to make a statement here.
Other cannon has cooled down, but they've pushed to the left side. And with a TK, they will have a nice advantage. Odissu gets a single kill before dying to King, and this 1 man in arms is all that is left. Marsh does fall, and that is going to be the objective, I think. They're all dead still. I don't know if they can get here in time.
This is it. This is it for the first round.
So, this can be an objective, which we see that takes a really long time. But it's also one sometimes you can breeze through, because like 2 really good team fights and good timing, you can maybe get it.
No, most clans don't know this, but it doesn't matter how many people you leave on the cannon.
It's always the same.
The progress is the same. So you can actually only leave 1 person on the cannon and have the other people who are just sitting there just push up to the spawn.
I really like what VK did on that attacking run too, because they sent their whole team to one side. And once they wiped the side, then they sent the other person to the other side. If they had went all to one side and RB sent 6 against their 5, RB could have won that. And by the time the match was, or the fight was over, they could have gone over and taken care of the other flank before the cannon went off. But instead of potentially losing both cannons, VK got both cannons, and they're pushing the cart right now.
The archers
seems
both
better
having a huge
positioning.
impact, each topping their scoreboard. King, by the way, 5-1, having a great game so far, and 4 assists, so he's getting those pokes off as well.
Yeah, Odesu was using that short bow early in the tournament as well, and has been doing quite a bit of work with it. But still, I mean, number one,
Look at the card.
unordinary is to have 3 kills and no assists with the short bow. But the real story is King just suppressing him, getting all those shots with his mighty crossbow.
King not being
They do
rushed
have
by melee.
a number of people on the cart right now. One MAA is the only one besetting them, and he's getting picked up by that Vanguard. He's about to find himself on the poor end of a 2v1.
Has the card stopped since it started moving?
Nope.
It is not.
It has not.
So very impressive. The man-at-arms actually, Marsh doing a nice job. He still hasn't fallen. Finally goes down to triple X, but he spent a lot of time. He almost got a kill over on Frank. And Frank could now die since he's low. Mickey Mouse running in. Looks like he's not going to quite get in time. And we will see a dead, headless man. Frank, route to 10, gets the kill on Alf. And triple X, he didn't like that. So he TK'd him right back. A stab almost through triple X. Crypto still alive in this backfield, actually doing a great job, almost killing Keon. Finally he goes down.
Stops the cart by killing King.
King's well, that second death, yeah. The VK a little bit split up. TPL floor now. The stand-in near the back, trying to get a kill on the archer, and the rest of Mason gonna ignore him. But is that a good idea? And Odesu gets a solo kill on the Vanguard. Well played. And the rest of VK now pushing up towards the tunnel. Firepot connects.
So now the RB have stopped their momentum. Now it's going to be a question of how are they going to defend this. I mean, VK has so many approaches that they can take. They can use the siege weaponry on top. They can come through this town on the other side. They can just drop down regularly. They've got quite a few approaches. RB is just tending to mass by that gate, not counting on them going anywhere else.
Best thing is probably to get a pick first, then go in.
Yep, that's what lots of teams do, especially since that ballista is placed so well to shoot right where
an
RB
archer
is.
and a ballista, it's like, boom, just get a pick, move in.
King actually gets a melee kill, which is going to start things off, and it looks like right now VK does have numbers, evening up almost. Looks like RB is going to be wiped. 1 for Archer on the cart. Odesu tries, but he gets 2v1'd.
This time is great. It's 12:22.
Yeah. Then I've fallen back to the rest of his team, and now they're going to get a 3v2 here. 3v3. Oh, the ballista takes out Alf. T-Pill floor with a nice shot. But it looks like this entire time they're still going to be pushing. King is finally going to get intercepted by Marsh. Marsh kills King. Gives King his second death at the hands of Marsh.
Meanwhile, Midas gets shot by the archer. They have 2 Vanguards on the car, but they do have the short bow to contend with. Actually, is he swapped to a longbow? That he has.
Yep, and it did kill 1 Vanguard on the cart, and then the
They're
other
gonna flinch
Vanguard
him
on
so
the
he can't
cart
do it.
is very low.
Nice shot by Frank. He could have maybe landed a couple of kills, but Z4 to say the least.
C4 is saying the absolute least.
Might disappear. Takes a shot on the ballista. Doesn't quite connect. He's gonna look to drop off. We do have Headless down below. Or Stouty, pardon. Oh man, Stouty! Now Headless himself after an axe goes through his skull. A quadruple feint coming out from Keon. The 4th one finally works. Projectiles being tossed in left and right. A great firepot. I think he connected on... Oh, never mind. I connected on one of them. RB now muscling their way over. They are running through the crossbow bolts of King. Now the cart is being pushed. This objective only does need a little bit, but that Archer Flinch is going to stop him. He's going to get at least one more swing in, so it's down to one last push of the cart. Like a suicide, I don't know. King looking for an Archer duel against our longbow Archer on the right side, and they're going to just trade as VK waits for their spawn.
Yep, and I think it's a good thing to note here that Keon is Viking is at 12 kills, 5 deaths, and 4 assists. So now at 13 he has just been doing so much work with his throwables, with the ballista, and in melee. Doing some great stuff here. Gets another kill with that pole
There you
hammer.
go.
And that is the second objective complete. They will move on to this last, final objective.
Library needs to go first.
They left the knight behind them. It's actually gonna get Keon, and it could maybe get Frank. At least it's spending Frank's time.
Library is so easy to defend, so that has to be VK's focus right now.
Yeah, but that also looks like it's going to be RB's focus when they send 3 people to defend this area.
He missed his toss.
Confuse enemy, do some split pushes, and overall focus on a library. Because I don't know, I seriously think the one flaw of this map is how close that spawn is next to the library. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, these feints from Triplex, they almost worked, but he couldn't quite connect them, and now he may die because of it. He's going to be low on stam. He goes for a lot of panic parries. Alpha gets him with the Sword of War. Gets the kill via the head. Crypto's low on stam, but not low on killing. He's going to take on Keon. Oh! King just stands there and eats an arrow. They still also not got him the back doors, so they still have to make it through there.
BK have the 2 front torches lit, so that they'll be able to get there easier. But at the same time, they have to make it past RB that is actually putting on a decent defense. This choke point that VK has to go through is allowing VK to pick them all up pretty easily. Stouty taking down Frank with the stabs, and he has pulled out the shield, and the shield has given him the power.
The power to kill his own team. He killed 2 of them.
Yes, killing everyone.
He doesn't discriminate. The archer.
They don't discriminate as much. They don't have
a crossbow archer be a lot more beneficial on defense. You can place that frickin' shield, the archer shield. What the fuck is it called again? Oh,
the Pavis. You can place the Pavis in that hallway.
Right in the doorway, and it just messes him up.
Yeah, it's horrible. Cancerous.
I think I did that to LG once.
VK now making their way in. They get the first 2 opening kills. Also TK. They're killing everyone, friend and foe. This could be a complete wipe.
Yeah, that's
they have 2. They got 2 TKs, but oh no, that wasn't TKs. They're just killing worshippers. It was nonetheless. It was a wipe. They killed them all. They are prioritizing the worshippers and the altar, not the library.
They need to be getting that library.
Also, do they have someone on the back door? Yeah, they do. So they're gonna get most of the other objectives. They still have 11 minutes left here, so that is a long time, obviously.
Honestly, getting these objectives, if they're on the map, they can serve as a potential distraction, get the defenders over there, so you actually get an easier time taking the library. Unfortunately, if they're off the map, then the other team knows that all they have to do is defend the library, and they can focus all their aims on that. So
again, it's not progression based. For objectives, it's how many objectives you obtain.
So if it's at the very end, if you end it and you didn't get the library, then that's similar of like not getting just the statues. So clearing all the other ones first can be really important too, because we saw last tournament a few teams, one team in particular, I don't remember which one, but they did lose because they rushed the library and got that one, but they couldn't get all the other ones before the time ran out, and they lost. I think they didn't finish the statues or something, which can serve as a similar choke point. But speaking of the statues, we got Frank in here now. He's engaged in a 2v1.
Oh, he takes out one.
He's just dodging that archer while he gets the statue. He gets the statue and now rushes the archer. Nicely done. Meanwhile, also VK's team getting a lot of kills elsewhere on the map. Nice feint by Frank and Rat Boy just calling for a pause. And we're back into the game now. So we are. It says text view. We have 10 minutes left. It's not letting me left click, so I'll fly back over. Oh, no, I don't want to respawn.
And now they are getting some people going towards that library, but they're going to be met by RB. RB in this hallway on the other side. They're not letting any of these torches go through. If you want to get to those books, you're going to have to go through RB first.
Alright, so how do you think VK is going to go about this? Obviously, you can kind of just turtle in here. You can defend the 2 very small choke points, because flanking into the back is really difficult. Stouty, though, just pushes out. He gets 2 kills. He's going to go for a 3rd. He gets all 3. A nice little flank by Stouty going through a way they didn't expect him to. And clean up house. King gets a poke on the men-at-arms. Going to go back in the heal up using that Merc's Mod regeneration. They're trying to toss in things, but that Archer's devastating to him.
Honestly, what they need
he
to do
gets
is
it, and he's still alive.
Hilarious. I was gonna say what they need to do is they just
What?
need to
Mice is
just
killing him up there too, even in a 3v1. Finally he goes down, but huge swarm of mice. He burns one of the bookcases, kills one in a lot of distracted time. If his team was pushing with him, that could have been a couple
right
more.
Outside.
They are. You have to light up these, so they have done that. So now they looks like they're making their way in. This could be a bad distraction.
They have another runner.
Where's the runner? Oh, he's been
got
spotted.
another one. Ran up the sides, and now it looks like RB's starting to get about even numbers. But up here, you do have a 2v1 versus Keon. He does go down. Meanwhile, Headless is going to go back and help out his friends. Triple X and Floor, though, getting kills respectively.
I guess the spawn's got to be here.
Onto Headless.
They have one more to go. Does anyone have a torch? They have no torches. What are they doing? You must have a torch. They're standing up there.
RB gets 3 knights back into that room. Those reinforcements. Alf taking down Floor in that 2v1. And now it looks like Stouty's just going to scare everyone back off.
Triplex, that's got to be a misplay. If they had ran down and got a torch, they would have enough time.
Oh, one torch coming up right now by the Vanguard.
Oh! You almost got it off. And RB clean house. 7:38 left on the time, so they're getting a lot of time, even for his last bookshelf. And obviously they could turn it into more.
What do you think about this? I mean, now that they have the back open, they can't push up as hard as they were doing earlier. But do you think that they should have people floating out here to make sure that they don't have such an easy time getting the torches?
I mean, if you do that and you lose a fight, like those two guys get cornered and picked off, then you'll run to a 64, and that could lose you the objective. It's risky because you can't just push forwards because there's no really to push forwards to. The spawns are too close to both sides.
Yeah, this is one of those rare cases where if they wipe you by the torches, then they're actually going to be able to get to the objective right afterwards. However, if they wipe you in your stronghold in the library, they have to go back out and get a torch and then come back in.
Again, they're in here. They have 4 guys in here, and they have no torches. They have 4 guys just standing around.
Well, that's what they have to do. They have to
really
go
need someone to get one.
Go back out. Well, they sent somebody to go get one, I thought. But
oh, there he is. It's Kiev. Stouty, the lone man. He's trying to stop him. He's gonna make sure he has no chances. He saw that meta game a couple of months ago, and Keon will light it.
Good. That is a good round.
Alright, so that's 6:19 on the final objective. Keon almost getting 20 kills. Marsh heading the scoreboard over on RB. Pretty even score distribution on both sides. Look at the sportsmanship coming out from the teams, by the way. RB and VK just, you know, sharing some good-natured fun.
Yeah. I gotta make a donation myself. Hold on.
Yes, thank you, Manfawa, for that donation. And we will get this next match underway between VK and RB, the second round. Let's see what approach RB is going to be attacking this time. And let's see how they choose to allocate. Looks like they are going primarily towards that same side that VK did. No flanks. This is going to be a slaughterhouse right here. And VK gets the first 2 kills. A 3v3 on the cannon. The spear and the sword of that MAA take down another one. And all we have is a poor Marsh left, trying to use that MAA mobility to stay alive. Just not going to do anything. That cannon progress is going to be taken back down to 0. And RB is going to have to try again if they want to get past this objective.
I mean, definitely well played by VK. That's kind of huge, because that's a hard fight to take. Typically, we always see the attacking team at least win 1 fight to get, like, say, 1 cannon shot out. And if they can hold them here, with 6:19, you don't have time, especially in this first objective, to burn. And VK was able to push it really strongly through, with 2 or 3 solid pushes. And speaking of solid pushes, VK, Triplex getting a triple kill. Very impressive, particularly coming from a man-at-arms. He has a 5-0-1 at the moment. And people say MAA is too weak in Mercs.
No, MAA is definitely quite strong in Mercs if you have one that knows what he's doing. Looks like we are going to see maybe a slightly different route. Instead of going on that right side, the whole team, you see. Oh no, actually that might be the same. They may have faked me out. Yeah.
Stouty gets a kill on Triplex. He's sticking on the Ballista though, but that does mean it's a 6v5 total, 5v5. The Archer's sticking back and engaging in the
another
Archer
kill,
duel.
but Stouty comes out on that Ballista.
Stouty, he's still on. He can go for one. Floor gets a double kill. Meanwhile, with his Y-hander, this means it's he's gonna miss a third shot. He's gonna have the crossbow shooting. The crossbow does get him in the chest, so that'll be a lot of damage. He'll try to. He gets an axe off of Floor. He goes for the ballista shot. Doesn't quite make it. Floor also misses his stab. He still has a nice crossbow shooting at him. He has one hit. He's going for the feints. Feints being returned. They're parrying at each other. A wild reverse overhead does not connect, but the stab does. Floor will fall from Stouty. Still yet to shoot a cannon. They get a little bit of progress on the one, but they pulled off of it, so VK can't unload it.
This is the first time RB is going to have numbers. Let's see if they pan out. You do actually see a 2v1 here over on the one cannon. Finally, Stouty comes to help his friend, but it's too late. He just walks right back into the 1v2, beating him bloody. He's going to go down, but meanwhile, they might actually get this cannon. They have 3 on it. That Knight's going to try and allay their progress, and it looks like they are going to get one shot off. The cooldown period started, so now they're just going to 2v3. Oh, wow, they actually win the 2v3.
Nicely
Great
done.
movement by Marsh, and a nice stab on that halberd.
The cannon's still cooling down, though, so obviously they made no progress. VK was definitely ahead at this time, but they can still win a couple fights and come back, no problem.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the other side, you do see, well, Mystery got taken down, but he still has a strong RB presence. VK trying to go through the house, trying to go straight up on them. It looks like RB's going to get attacked by multiple sides. King actually dropping down into melee, pressuring with that cudgel. Oh, out of stam, Keon goes down, Crypto stabs him, but now he and Mystery are going to be in a 2v4, now a 1v4.
He falls.
Can Odious help? Nope. The quick answer to that question, a one-hit kill. And VK, hold on to this. 8 minutes and 11 seconds left to go.
What do you think that Rat Boys have to do differently to start getting some more momentum going? I mean, is it just a matter of like trying something new? Should they, or just keep throwing themselves until it works? Sometimes
honestly, I think that Stouty was doing better in TO with the shield. I think that having him on that setup might actually do some decent things for them. Maybe if they were to get Stouty on the ballista and get Odisu pegging away on the right, far right, way before the melee goes in. That way they, instead of having Stouty on the ballista and trading one person in the melee, they get a little pick off and then enter the melee full force. That might be good. But as it stands right now, what they're doing, BK's pushing up and probably won't let them.
Bit of a ragdoll one flying for myself. A little bit humorous. King gets another pick off on Disu. King just, in these archer engagements, he's doing so much, especially early on in the first round. He was able to get so many kills. Frank with a spear, he swings around. He's got man-at-arms on his tail. He won't quite notice. And he's actually gonna kill Midas. Was it an accident? That's up for you to judge. He has some nice parries out, but he does go down. Triplex behind him. Call with his fire pot out is Marsh. Marsh will go down to Triplex. And he's going to start unloading the cannon. With 6:40 minutes, this is looking real rough for RB, at least his first objective. It's going to be really hard, even if they get this now, to rush through the other ones to make enough time back.
Yeah, you do see another Knight Stouty on that ballista.
Oh my god.
What?
Taking a shot, but again, he has melee in there. Him being on the ballista is decreasing their beef substantially. He comes off, but it's after Alpha already falls.
Still take it home. Looking kind of grim.
King gets another snipe on Odisu. Like, it just keeps on happening. Odisu's getting a couple back on King. Like, he's not completely behind, but I mean, he's 0-9 right now, and King's 8-1. Like,
well, at the same time, short bow archer is one of those things that if the rest of your team is doing poorly, then you don't get a lot of assists because
exactly.
they're not low enough for you to kill, or you know, you can make them low. Yeah. Completing it might be a tall order, but the other thing is VK might start resting on their laurels and give them a hole to go through. So We will see. But I mean, right now VK is playing up very aggressively. You see over here, they're trying. RB's trying to hang over on this very far beach side, and Marsh just gets a throwable in his side.
Flora hiding in the house. He's actually gonna get. Oh, he catches him just a second too late. He almost got a. Oh. Oh, that was pretty cool. Another ragdoll effect happened.
RB's up 2 members right now. They're trying to have Marsh dip and duck and dive those arrows while they take the other one. Triple X is actually going to save that cannon, but they do have 3 on this other near side cannon. Going to be 4, going back to 3 since King takes one out. That fire pot's going to hurt that knight. Oh wow, a little team damage. Odesu helps Triple X take down Elf. And what was looking very promising is looking like the last stand is going to be a 2v3 over here on this far cannon. Headless gets shot in the head, which you don't think would happen if you're headless. You can't be shot in something you don't have. But nonetheless, he does get taken down along with the rest of his team. RB setting up for another push, but it looks like the knight they sent over to the ballista, Stouty, has been picked up. They're tired of Stouty shooting them with the ballista. They're going to hunt him down, not give him that opportunity. Down numbers, it looks like RB Alf is going to try and defy the odds, taking one down, but King dropping into melee. This is going to be a 4v3. Backs back out, and it looks like some nice stabs by Cryptos on that Sword of War. It's going to put them back in it. They're about 3/4 of the way left on this cannon. They still have 3 members on it. This one's going to fire. They're sending one person over to the far side cannon. Marsh, that MAA, that class extremely good for dueling. So he's going to be safe, and he's going to get some backup over here by Mystery. So we'll see. VK starting to get wise to that game, starting to send one Vanguard over to the right. Triple X is going to join him. It's going to be a 3v2 over here on this right side.
They want to pause.
Ronnie's on the pauses.
Alright, we're back in. Ronnie's unpausing it. Cheers to Ronnie being an amazing referee. Stouty does get a nice kill on Kian with the ballista. He was having some deck issues. King now making his way in. They are going to reclaim the second ballista. They're going to get off, not the ballista cannon. He's also going to get off the ballista and rotate around. VK in a 3v1, actually getting quite a bit of team damage in. Frank does finally pick off sets. Oh my goodness. I said he was off the ballista. I lied to you. Frank does get thrown against the wall by Stouty over there on the ballista. Stouty now flailing around like a man who needs one of our charities, but he lives. Headless, finish off Kian. King over there looking for the pick, and he gets it. Stouty falls. The far cannon is being unloaded by an MAA, but they're getting rushed by 2. They could get at least one of these cannons up. Looks like Agatha, aka VK, is putting most of their effort on the far cannon, and 3 of these guys here are just about to get it. Maybe King can drop off and try to buy time, because the rest of them are coming over now. They can still contest it. Oh, here they come. They need a 3rd man. You have to drop down. If King had dropped down, they would have stopped the cannon, but he did not. The cannon is not cooling down. We're down to 1 shot remaining and 2:24 left on the clock. Obviously, it's been cooling down. Other cannon cannot be fired. Both of these Knights and Vanguards are low, and Triplux looking to clean them up. King up ahead. Headless is low. King going for the shot, but he dies to Stouty's axe. They actually have a huge presence on this one right now. Again, the amount of people you have on it is not relevant, other than you need a majority. So you having 1 or 2 when no one else is present doesn't matter. They're going to again rush the far cat ballista, but this one is cranking. They don't have the people here. This could be it. VK, where are you? They're coming out now, but they're moving. A great play by Rat Boys. They're getting to pull a lot of VK away, and they're able to take fights if they want to. King again, just trying to go for those headshots from above, but they can't quite connect to them in time. And RB, they push through to the second objective. They don't have a lot of time, so they're going to have to really hustle, but still a big play.
Yep, looks like this next objective, we'll see how RB does this. We didn't really get to see much of the strategy in the early stages because VK just pounded this thing through. Now we'll see RB, they get a
that firepower was wonderful.
Viking. Yeah, that firepower got everybody. The engagement actually does go down right now. VK is going to be at a numbers disadvantage, but that won't stop Frank from wielding that halberd everywhere until finally it does stop Frank from wielding that halberd everywhere. He goes down along with 2 of his teammates. 4 strong on the card. RB getting reinforcements at the same time. We'll see if VK does a straight up approach, or if they try and do some flanks here. Oh, the oil pot's just gonna miss.
Very important to stop the momentum on this objective. Because
This is what you can do it quick.
chaotic defense.
King, the 11 and 4 and 10 archer, has been taken down by Stouty. Right now they're leaving Marsh on the cart solo, but he's gonna get picked up. Frank, with that halberds coming over, the rest of his team's gonna basically stop Marsh from being able to run away. And this is a 6-strong VK team ready to defend this cart and stall progress for as long as possible. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Can they hold it?
Well,
Can
VK
RB
might
do
take
it?
just because, or just hold it here because now RB is forced to win a full engagement. There aren't any more split pushes at this point.
Yeah,
King is in
RB
their
is
headshot.
actually getting beset upon rather early. So, I mean, if they fight, if VK pushes up to the point where RB, as a concentrated force, wipes them and then gets onto the cart where the archer and one last person is, they can win that 6v4 pretty easily and then actually get some progress on the cart. But we'll see just how that works out because, I mean, they're spawning in different places, they're taking different routes, they're pushing just a tiny bit, but this 3v3 is not going to go too well, especially when you see more and more VK getting reinforcements as we speak. Mystery and Elf going down, all the vanguards getting taken down. Marsh with a nice fire pod just on that side, just going to taunt them, just going to run away, be that annoying MAA, get that ammo box, but he's going to be beset upon by 2. Oh, he does get away. In fact, Stouty and another knight end up taking out Triple X. Now this Vanguard versus Frank on the side. This is a pretty advantageous matchup for the man-at-arms. Midas comes over to try to help Frank, but it's not going to be enough. RB does get the cart right now, and they are pushing. They are 4 strong on the cart. King is going to try and shoot whatever he can. That Vanguard's going to try and do throwables. They do have a couple low members. Marsh is a bit low.
Oh,
Firepot
man.
hits 2. Is that even 3? Yeah,
They're
I don't know,
getting
but
pissed.
King's going to take down Marsh. Three strong on the cart, but now they've pushed it to the point where they at least get a different spawn, I believe. So this is going to help out tremendously if they actually did secure that closer spawn. Anyone confirm whether they got that closer spawn or not?
Well,
As
we will
Stouty
see
tries
soon
to
when we see
1v2
the spawn.
on the cart. Takes down 1, but then gets taken out by Frank.
Oh, they're here.
Hey, hi, can you all tab and moderate the chat real quick?
I might.
RB now, they're pushing up, healing up underneath the bridge. The one knight, he does not catch one of the throwing axes being tossed down, but they're gonna start falling. The rest of VK making their way in to stop this. One team fight here by RB. If they win it convincingly enough, they may be able just to push it all the way to the gate and get it in, especially if they can get the archers to stop the flinch. But this does mean now, for certain, RB does have the forward spawn, so you have access to that ballista and a couple extra paths to make their way here. Oh, Keon gets a kill on Midas, but the push is stopped. Triple X by 23 and 10 and 11. Huge plays by Triple X and King, of course, 16 and 6, 16. Huge kill contribution, tagging a lot and avoid dying. So he's also been running in melee and everything. So it's well played to say the least. The ballista, now I believe we got Stouty up there going for the shot. And it is Stouty. I was correct. Stouty looking for one, but that archer's like, hey, you're not gonna shoot that. Stouty almost dead already up there. Ooh, King was trying to focus on Stouty and got flanked by the majority of RB. Stouty now still above, takes the ballista shot and kills his own teammate. And so instead of Stouty being in the fight, he's just killing his team from afar. And that could be huge. Stouty's still up there. No, he dropped down at one point and died. But nice engagement by VK. A little bit of a misplay with Stouty. He's going to let them buy even more time. 2:35 is left on the clock. And RB, they're going to have to begin a little more drastic now to make it through his last objective. They have 6:19 as the time to beat. I don't know how much time you get on Cove for this. I think I'll need someone to confirm it. Any of you guys know?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Well, we will find out soon enough then. Floor actually goes in the ballista and kills Mystery, and Keon kills 3, including a teammate, aka Frank. Another fight successfully manipulated by VK. RB, they're just running out of time. They're gonna have maybe 1-2 more chances at this. Maybe if they just keep pushing the way they have, they can get one of those team fights that they've liked, and maybe get a kill with Stouty and the Ballista to start things off with. But oh man, how does Vanguard even get up here? Parrying to parry is coming out like crazy by Floor. He does fall at the end, but he buys a lot of time for his team. VK now kind of fighting with smaller groups. They're not fighting as a team of 6. The card is being pushed. They're going to float Triblux over there. Triblux again, a ton of kills. He does go down. Frank and Keon get the kills, but they're going to have to fight a Knight in a 1v2. The Vanguard backs off of the cart as well. The Man-at-Arms still pushing it. Everyone else is dead. It is just the MAA. He was able to push a little bit longer before falling down, and with 1 minute and 3 seconds left, every single inch is going to be important. 1 minute and 9. This is definitely, I think, one of the last pushes by RB, unless they can get it so it's mostly there than Suicide. But we even hear the music kicking in now. They're going for the Ballista. No, they're going to abandon that. They know they do not have enough time. They're going to start falling. And the Fire Pot from Agatha is a whiff. It does not quite connect. The first blood is going to Mystery on RB. Oh, but VK with these 3 kills. The last remaining members of RB having to do some wonderful work. Someone turn it back. The Man-at-Arms, he flanks for the cart with 40 seconds left. He has the entirety of VK to deal with, and I don't think he can do it. He is trying though. He is parrying, and he is stammed out. Oh my goodness though, Triblix died in the process, but some nice parries coming from Marsh, but it wasn't quite enough. 20 seconds left. This will mean, once again, VK will be moving on to your winners bracket finals, and Rat Boys will be going to the losers bracket semifinals with a chance to go to the losers bracket finals, which of course pushes you into the grand finals. But it was a great display from both teams. Exciting to see. Triblix 25, 13, 17. Just so much kills. Same with Keon 27. Frank 26. These numbers are just huge, considering that it was a relatively quick match.